first look at the new Kia Tasman coming to South Africa during 2025. Don't know exact dates yet, but I can tell you it's big, it's bold, it looks the part. These wheel arches are just something else as well. Look at that, look at the way they've done the wheel arches over there. They're just big, they're something else. This is an overseas model, you can see left-hand drive, but yet again another one, luxury interior. Look at this, full-on luxury interior on a double cab bakkie. It's the way they're going these days, it's the way it's becoming, and it's the way it's going to continue along the way as well. So you just got to expect this from every double cab that arrives over the next while on the market. Kia moving into a very, very new segment of the market that's coming up for them. And look at this, look at the space in the back seats as well. Just sheer luxury, I can tell you that, as a double cab.
Nice reveal. I think you're the first people outside of the actual global reveal that was done in Jeddah a couple of weeks back. The first people to physically see this vehicle in its metal. I know it's not a right-hand or the incorrect drive, not the current right-hand drive that we have for our market, but it does give you a really good perspective of what to expect when we do launch this vehicle coming probably second half of the year. Crystal will take you through a little bit more of the detail around the vehicle and where we plan to position it and who the consumers are going to be that we're targeting. But I think just in general, Kia, over the last few months, we've seen a really nice resurgence in the brand from a sales point of view. Our dealer network again become really positive, and I think that's got a lot to do with the way we reposition our Sonnet and Seltos brand. Those are two really key products for us. And if I look at the new LS launch that we launched under 300,000 and 299,995, tremendously well accepted. And then you've got a CVT automatic LS version of the Sonnet coming in at 324,995. And I think that has really allowed us to hit a nice sweet spot in a highly competitive segment with a lot of new entries coming in there. A lot of people under pressure right now. I think economically, it's not just South Africa. I think it's a global phenomenon where people are obviously a little bit tight around the belt. And I think the Sonnet really does offer a great value proposition for that consumer that's looking to get into that crossover small SUV market. And then the Seltos as well, another key brand where we've been offering about 95,000 Rand trade assistance to obviously again a highly competitive segment, a lot of the entries specifically from our Chinese brands that have come into that offering a lot. And I think now with the Seltos, the support that we're doing, again a lot of really positive feedback. Customers again coming in, online searches, almost like it's compounded the interest in it. So really positive to see that, and we're back in the top 10 for the first time last month. Hopefully end of this month again, after a strong dealer performance. We were hoping to obviously continue on that platform. And then just to obviously other brands that we hear today, the new Sorento facelift as well as the Carnival, all planned probably end of Q1 for the official launch. Pricing still to be confirmed on that. And then I think that's the EV5 that we have on showcase, just highlighting again our continued focus on electrification. I know we haven't launched anything official here, but I think it's a very difficult market to launch an EV vehicle in South Africa at the moment. Specifically that, I think from a price point of view, it's only targeted at a very small market. Very few people can actually afford it. Unfortunately, like in Europe where government is subsidizing a lot of the lower entry-level EVs, we don't have that luxury in South Africa, so it makes it very difficult to bring in a really competitively priced EV vehicle that appeals to the majority of our automotive consumers. But there is a strong point that we will potentially bring in the EV5, obviously at limited stock at selected dealerships this year, to obviously at least get our foot in the door, to say. But again, it will be really small volume specifically to key customers that, the early adopters that want to potentially go into that market. And with that, again, I thank you very much for joining us. I'm sure we'll have a bit of a Q&A session and look forward to engaging with you throughout the day as you obviously experience our products. And I'll just hand over then to Crystal just to take you a bit more detail on the new Tasman. Thank you very much for your time.
Surprisingly little more that I can tell you about the Tasman than what you would have read in the press release. It's very rare for us, and and therefore very exciting for us to have a physical example of a car here a month since it's been unveiled to the world. That is the actual car that you would have seen on the stand in Jeddah. So we are very fortunate. We literally are the first people outside of that global unveiling, and our friends in Australia would have seen this in the making. So we didn't want to waste an opportunity. Left-hand drive, definitely. What do you think of the looks? I think that is the one thing that has been the most talked about element since the unveiling.
I think the looks are very emotive. I think there's going to a lot of people are going to like it a lot. I commented on your sort of lead up to it, and a lot of people commented otherwise. But I like it. I like that sort of strong looking bucky. So yeah, bring it on.
Anyone else want to share a thought? I think that's exactly kind of what Kia was trying to achieve. The brand is very, very well known for design. I think most of you would have been at a launch where usually me going on about design and design awards. But the reality is when you're trying to break into a segment where at a perceived level you don't have heritage, you don't have expertise, etc., you can design something that looks amazing. We could have taken this.
So next up on display, the EV5 from Kia. I'd say it's very much the same sort of size as a Sportage, but obviously full electric. We'll get all the details, we'll get all the information on the vehicle. Not sure, look at the interesting treatment down at the front, the bumper over there as well. And of course, typical aerodynamic EV wheels. These are the kind of features you're expecting, and you're going to see. I see this is a right-hand drive, so maybe it's a bit closer to South African launch. Let's see. I don't know. EVs, we all know the situation. We all know the promises that have been made. So we'll wait and see with maybe bated breath. Sorrento and Carnival, I think small updates coming in 2025. Kia just showing us that they're going to be bringing lots of new stuff for the new year, and this is just sneak preview time. Not sure what the changes are. They'll be shown to us, and we'll get much more detail nearer the time.